Hello, IK here. I, Authentication and Authorization Part 7. Welcome. Uh, Here is, it is not real. Real is this. Login start from, login start from login.js. Login.js. From here. Push button login, and here is login, email, and password. Bin, but look at here. Token is inside, and the time expire, and after time expire, and PC was turned off. When I turn on PC, I see this token here, and I am not lodged because time expire. And now I look at this. I want to copy this number. If you look at only, it is very, very long, but okay. Look at that number. I remember E, Y, J, this first. I didn't copy all number, and I now login again. Login again. Here it is. Bin 65 bin com. It is email. Bin is password. When I put a login, I would be lodged. But here in token, I see same same letters and in that string of token. Login. Here it is. Welcome, Mr. Bean. Welcome to dashboard. And when you look at again, same. It is the same token. What happened? And I ask ChatGPT, excellent know about that. And here it is what GPT said about that. Look at same number. The new token, the user, look at here. Okay, I don't need all that. It is enough. There is a three part in this number. First is header. Second is payload and expire time. And third is a sign after you see that dot. And this is third number. First, and this last one, third, is almost same. But in middle, payload is different. And now all is understandable. here it is where we, on Express, we have function generated token, and we find declare secret key variable and equal process, and this is this right side assign secret key from here, from another, and we have secret key. We have the name all about user, and expires in 1 hour. Here we can write how many time, how long would be expire time, and it means that in that payload, in the payload is username and secret key, user data about user, and secret secret key, and can look at in expires in, and in during this 1 hour now one if now during 1 hour, if I switch off, switch on browser, I would be lodged. Okay, here it is. Here it is. I switch off and switch on. I was logging, but after 1 hour when expire, I would not be logging, and that token would be changed, and now when I turn off, turn on this tab of browser, what happened? What I coded in login slice, and what coded? It is front end security. Take login slice, have coding that take local, look at in local storage. In local storage, here it is, local storage. Look at in and see token, take its token, decode that token, and look at expire, control expire time. Here it is. Here it is. Login. Expire. It is extract validation. Here is valid token. A token decoded. This is we declare decoded variable, and in that variable would be a token. It means would be array with the 2 objects, and one is expiration date, and second is 2 object, and second is user, and that user have username, properties username, role, etc. Here is the coding. And here we declare expiration variable equal decoded decoded is variable dot except is properties of expiration, sure, and multiply by 1,000. It is we translate it in milliseconds, and here is we return this function return true or false, because this is can be only true or false, and return is logical 1 or 0, turn or true or false. If expiration date in milliseconds, it is one number greater than date now, it means that not expire, time not expire, and return true. It is valid. Is valid. Look at. Is valid? Yes, it is valid. If this true. But if it is not true, if expiration date is a lower number than date now, expiration is past, happen in past time, and return false. Return false. It means that it is a result, it is a return. Where, who call this function? Who call this function? Here it is. Where here it is. It is logical and left and right side around operator end must be 1. That results, total result would be 1. And left is persisted token. It is persisted token is if token exists or not exist. If exists, it is 1, and the right side is always call function, and that is valid token is if is valid token analyze of course if token exists, analyze is valid token, return false or true. If expiration the time is greater than date now, 1 and 1, left and right side would be 1, and total result 1, and our code go ahead. Would be execute this in curly brackets if total result 1 would be running this code inside of curly brackets. If not equal 1, it would be skipped, not executed. And what execution here in curly brackets means? Declaration of user and assign result of extract user from token. Extract user, it is calling that function. It means that we call that function extract use from token. Condition is that is valid token, persisted token 1, would be 1. It means that expiration date, expiration time not expire. And here in user, we have a user, and we have other properties. Is authenticated true, token equal persistent token, and user equal user. It is it would be initial initial state, and it means we are lodged. With that data, we are lodged. And here we are, welcome bean. We are lodged after restart this tab browser. And here is a token. And when we look at this part, only this part of the number, we see that it is same. But now we know that is normal, that middle number is different. Middle number is different because also with switch off restart PC. After restart, we would be welcome being log out if restart happen in 1 hour. But after 1 hour, it is expiration time. After 1 hour, we would be delodged, expire time, and we must again log in. Again, login means again new token would be generated and put in local storage instead of existing token. More secure is if we put this token in session. Here it is in session storage, because after expire time, token would be removed from session. After logout, of course, it is removed from session. After expire, after restart browser, expire, there is a no would be removed from session. After restart computer would be removed from station. And now I put and it is more secure than put token in a local storage where can be when can be always in storage, but with expire time also would be in local storage, waiting that we again log in and would be changed with new token, and all that make it less secure. And okay, now I try put it in session storage. I am log out and disappear, remove token from local storage, and change the this change this where it was local storage, change in the session storage, and it is in 3 places. In 3 places, change that. Here it is. Where I change its local storage in session storage, and here the remove item from session storage. And here save token to session storage. Here it is session storage instead of local. Look at instead of local storage. I comment. I have session storage in 3 places. Get set item and save token, get token when must be revalidate, and remove from session storage when I put on logout. And now when I log in, now before I log out from local storage, there is nothing in local storage. There is nothing in session storage, and I am now login.com. Bean is password, and look at right when I put login, we have a token here in session. Okay, I try restart this tab in browser. You see, I must log in again, and the session, there is no token in session. Also, when I turn on computer, token disappeared from session. Because of that, this session is more secure, and I rest this security like it. But in situation when we want long time be lodged, we can use we put token to session storage. Okay, I'm going back to paint here, and some repeating recapitulation in this visual page. Here is we start from login.js. Login.js. It is form for name and password, and from login.js dispatch to tank. Dispatch to tank, and tank is here. Tank is next node in that transmission. Login.js, tank receive some variable credentials. In that variable is the name and the password. And from login, dispatch tank, not dispatch action creator, but dispatch tank. And the tank here in login slice, tank create dispatch three action, can dispatch three action, but dispatch always two. Pending type action, fulfilled or rejected. Okay, from login, we are the login dispatch to tank. Tank is here in login slice, and the login slice that tank request communicate by HTTP protocol, request Ajax, in my situation, Ajax post okay, send request from, we will see in code after, but now it is only visually repeating a tank, and tank request to Express backend server. Express is our server. It is backend. This is front end. It is React and Redux. It is front end application. This is backend. This is backend. And backend communicate with the database. Communicate with database. Here is a database. Here is a database. Here is a protocol, hypertext transfer protocol. Hypertext transfer protocol. Here it is. Here it is. And here is a protocol we can look at in server. This is Express server. Protocol MySQL, you see, here we declare object MySQL, require MySQL 2. Here is MySQL 2. MySQL 2. Okay, it is protocol between Express and database. Between Express and database. Here it is. Okay, here is login. Login.js component. And here is login slice. Login slice. .js, it is not component, it is reducer, code for reducer. It is reducer is part of store. Store is part of main, part of Redux. And here it is Express. Express is a web application coded in JavaScript, and we publish it on the server, Node server. It is JS JavaScript server Node, Node.js. Express web application, and it is our background. And Express communicate with the database. It is MySQL. MySQL server. MySQL server. And on that server is our database relation. Database, what I call E underscore retail. E underscore retail. MySQL, and it is one direction. This is path for one direction. And from MySQL with the same path, coding path, we have back. We have a back response where between MySQL send object result. And result in that object result will be user. MySQL, we ask for user. Does user exist? If exist, what is role? Where he was authorized to go. Admin user, admin role is authorized to go to dashboard, and the customer role is designed to go to and would be navigate to customer address. It is a role. And in that result, we have a username. We have all record in table from table user. It means name, role, password, but we password don't need in the backend. For us, is important name and role. And name and role. Role is we need a role that in login.js logic, thanks to role, know where to direct it, where to navigate concretely user and role. And the name, we need the name for welcome in message component, welcome message component, welcome bean, welcome Ben, etc. And the result, object result from MySQL now, if all is okay, if password correct, if name correct, in result, object result coming to Express, and Express created in Express, we created that put that user data, put to tank, and put expire time in tank, and secret key. And sign it, encrypted it, and we have one encrypted data go to from Express in response, go to login slice to tank response. It is HTTP response. Look at MySQL send result back. Express send response. And in that response object can be error, if exists some error, or would be tank. If all is okay with tank, would be tank, and the message login successful. And when that tank and the message successful, when that tank, for us now interested tank, when tank coming in a login slice in object response, response.data, always response.data would be returned to add case down. And in add case, we have a creation of a reducer state and action. Action is payload. What means that user from tank, login slice must decode it tank, and the take user and the put user in action object. Put user name and role, data about user, put in it is payload. It is payload put in action, and that payload as action go to reducer in store, and changes existing payload, changes existing state, concretely changes existing user in that login state. And login state there is authenticated is a authenticated user and token. A token like that go in a new state login, and we have a login in Redux also. Login, we have a token and we have user, and welcome message have use is connected by a use selector with Redux, and immediately see welcome Ben, welcome Bean, because we see name connected to changes of name in Redux. And login.js must again decode, because login.js by unwrap, login.js by unwrap, received also response data, received tank, and must decode tank to find the user inside and the user role, take user role for navigate to customer or address or dashboard address. It is grow image of that visualization of that process authentication, and in that process when we log in first time, we put save tank in local storage, and at first, and we see that local tank in local storage would be replaced with a new tank when we relogin, when we relogin, or only when we relogin. When we take off and relogin, we have a new. But when we refresh browser, would be login slice. In login slice, initial value would be a value from token in a local storage. Initial value, because when we restart browser, login slice look at in local storage, take tank, decoded it, and find name, and if expiration not and if tank not expire, put that user put in Redux again, and we see that we are lodged after restart browser, and same is after restart computer, and it is not secure that local storage like that, and better put tank in session storage, because in session storage every restarting browser disappear, would be removed from session storage, restart computer, and also when expiration time expire, would be removed from. And now I put token in. In session. Here is interesting that in login slice we decoded tank for action payload. It is user. What we take from what we have from database. It is always payload, but you see. In Express, when we have error, when there is no that user, and in result coming back to Express no user, in that moment Express send error. rejected and send error, and can be more error that password not correct, error that there is no that user, an email, there is not that email in user with that email, and that error go to in response back to logging slice, and that error, text of that error, message of that error is a response, is in response data, and go in unwrap, also unwrap here in login.js, and go to Redux, and we have that error go through unwrap, go to login, and we use for that define that error, we use a message. We use a message, but if there are no message in error, use what is value, what we coded in function with value reject, with value reject function, with value rejected function if there is no message. But when there is an error in HTTP, when there is an error in address of Express route, it means that our transmission, hypertext transfer protocol, not enter Express, cannot enter because address wrong, and that there is no message. And if there is no message from function with value rejected coming in user interface in React on the screen, we see that login we don't log in or something like that, login rejected. But when our when address or route in Express is good, we go in Express, our signal go in Express, and control email. Does our user exist? If exist, compare password, and if not exist, send return error. If password not correct, return error, and always positive and negative, rejected, fulfilled. User always is response data, and only payload can be error, message of error would go to Redux like payload, or would be user and would be fulfilled. It is fulfilled all or rejected. All that in e-commerce, we create that React Redux is always we use that combination always, and after a lot of using React Redux, it is same. It is one routine, and it is understanding, like all understanding in using, understanding, and you cannot know it in fast forward kind. It is not. Nothing can be fast forward in learning, and I think about, okay, now 3 years I teach you by my channel and teach myself, and I learning also. 3 years React Redux, and created e-commerce and simplest application created on the base React Redux. But now uh, Next.js is frameworks, and frameworks is more administration. It is tools for uh, for us with less time and less knowledge that we can produce and create same thing. But when application grow and you don't need Redux, you don't need router, uh, there is rendering on the server, and there is framework give us some new possibility and better performance. But when you every frameworks it is administration, and my plane but deep learning is possible only in this combination React Redux. And why learn Redux if we don't need Redux in no, it is wrong. We need Redux. Redux is something excellent, and we cannot without Redux in complex growing application, flexible growing application. And Redux is something, it is global manager of state, and that slice, every state, one slice, and that routine of, and it is uh, it is better when it is, you need more time to learn, but it is deep learning, you understand, but you need less time, and you understand when you use next.js, and you know when to use Redux, when to use other tools, when to use rendering, you understand. But if you uh, because my question was, okay, we are now process, but I'm ready to write a book. And now write a book is about what? About next.js. That I begin with the next, that book title would be next.js, or that would be React Redux Express MySQL. And I decide, and I talk with the ChatGPT, and ChatGPT agree with me. I never like frameworks. I always like deep learning and programming with native language. Frameworks limited me. I have no free, and I don't know a lot of things. I don't need know a lot of about React, Redux, etc. Because Next.js frameworks work for me, and frameworks Next.js, it is JavaScript, it is framework for React. Uh, it is for me. It is some kind administration, and in administration, I cannot learn. I have for learn nothing for learn, but admin, write it, do it, does it, etc. But in native language directly, you are uh, you can, and when you have deep learning about it, only like that you can use, of course, next.js, but like with the total deep knowledge in React Redux, Express MySQL. Because all that we use in complex, and all that we use in hybrid, we can say hybrid, for example. There is a lot of state manager. In this process, I use Redux where I can use only local state, all solution with local state. But I like work all in Redux because it is better for maintenance, better for team building, for teams work. It is absolutely important thing. We can say, okay, performance, but team, working team, cooperation between team, and take care about people and repeating job and construction of our architecture of our application that is simple as possible. Simple. It is better than performance. If you have more architecture for global state, local state, solution with the Express, without Express, MySQL, a lot of other router, no router, rendering on server, not rendering on server, API, HTTP. When you have more that, it is very complicated architecture, and you need more time, and you have more errors during working, and absolutely not good for big systems, for big system and big growing complex system. And you can go at first in your life with next.js, with that, and you can heard, oh no, Redux, but truth is that without Redux you cannot go in some situation, and if it is better to be friendly with the Redux than not be friendly. And it means that learning process, deep learning, we cannot escape. We cannot escape. And of course, okay, thanks next.js, thank you for that framework. But I must know deep learning. I must know what I do, and not give you that I depend about you. When you have deep learning, you don't depend about Next.js. You use Next.js when and how you want, but not you are not dependable. Okay, thank you for watching this video.